Guys, what's good? So it's your girl and I back at you with another spiritual video, and today I'm gonna drop some notes about my observation on numerology. It's not gonna be no long ass epistle, but based on research plus my own take on how I feel each number, what they are embodying. So we're gonna start with 0. So to me, 0 embodies, like, of course, everybody knows nothingness, but it can represent everything and it can represent a feeling of wholeness at the same time, 0. So whenever you come across the number 0 in the tarot or wherever it is that you're doing your thing, 0 can have that specific meaning for you. Number 1, new beginnings, union, and it can even embody aloneness, loneliness, even singledom. Number 2 can talk about balance, duality. Just a minute. Balance and duality. All right. It can talk about unions, similar to group number 1. Okay, and it's the same union, but I feel like with 1 it's more like union with self. It can talk about union with two people that become like a whole, and then it can equate to 0, which is like feeling whole. So I feel like it has like on a personal sense, it can talk about duality, union with yourself, and it can talk about union with your special person or a specific friend, etc. And then it can lead back to just feel a feeling of wholeness. You understand what I'm saying? Number 3, we're gonna have mosquitoes flying through here because we got a lot of bugs here in Jamaica. So number 3, we have growth, fertility, progression, and continuation. So when you see the number 3, it represents like things keep on progressing, whether it's in its destructive form or it's in its prosperous form. 3 is growth. So it can be, like I said, negative or positive. It embodies fertility, progression, continuation, like I just said. Specifically when you have a certain layout or when you're doing, when you see certain things, it can talk about, okay, especially at a time when things have stood still, 3 can come in to say, okay, something is about to continue. Okay, or it can talk about there's a continuation of something, or something is going to grow in a fresh new direction. There's fresh new growth. Okay, and that especially comes in with the fresh new growth, can come in with number 1. The thing about continuation, it could be coming in with a number 4. So we're going to move into 4 to tell you what that means now. It's stability, stillness, concreteness, security, comfort. You understand where I'm coming at? And wealth. 4 can represent wealth as well. Alright, just a minute. Let me turn on the fan. Yes, so with that now, it can come in with comfort and wealth. Okay, because 4 can represent money as well as 8. Now we're going to move in what I was saying about growth and continuation with number 3 is that sometimes when you know when a cycle is about to continue, you can see the number 4 coming in as well. Okay, so i.e. you can see stuff like 333, 444 coming in at the same time, and 555, which we're going to move into because 555 can represent a refresh of energy. So 5 embodies changes, refreshing, and regeneration and shifting. 5 comes around when you're shifting your reality. It comes around when you're needing to change or when you're doing an identity shift, when you're changing yourself fundamentally, or when a situation is about to refresh in a new direction, or your life is stagnant so it needs refreshing right now. Okay, or it's undergoing refreshing. Regeneration. This can talk about phoenix rising, regenerating from like an old ass energy. You're burnt out, so you need something fresh, you need something new. So remember we talked about growth. So all of these numbers are correlated in some way. You understand what I'm saying? So you see the connection here. So if you follow the pattern from 0 coming up, it's like nothingness. There's nothing, and built from nothing is number 1, which comes something. Nothing, everything, feeling whole. Then it comes into new beginnings, union, aloneness, Alright, but aloneness does not necessarily equate to loneliness. It can equate to it, but it does not always mean that way. Aloneness can equate to independence. So we're moving into that from new beginnings. We have balance, and yes, this is talking about transmutation. You're transmutating multiple elements of yourself or multiple elements of the world, incorporating it into yourself and growing. Then we're going to growing into this new direction or this new version of yourself. Then number 4, so 3 can talk about planting the seeds, which 4 is the solidification, or is it, no, the solidification, is that even a word? the growth or the manifestation of your seeds, because your seeds becoming a plant. It's concrete, it's set into stone. This is something that is made. This is what you built up to. 4. Then after 4, no, after it's been set in stone, you're going to refresh the energy, which comes in 5, or you're going to change it all together to bring in new foundation, which 6 comes in to talk about, again, more transmutation, but it can talk about harmonization in general. 6 is also the number for love. This can represent union, a more deeper, profound level of union than 2 would talk about, but they're still both beautiful in their own way. Alright, so 6 is more like a matured kind of love, a more universal kind of love. 2 is intimate, is loving. It's like 2 parts coming together, but 6 is like they've grown into something more. This can even talk about the family, and that's why you see 6 of Cups in the tarot can represent connecting with family, etc., because it expands into that as well. So we're moving into 7 now, which talks about spiritually connecting, spiritual connectivity, spiritual lessons, reflections, observations. After doing all that harmonization, you're coming back home to yourself. 7 is actually another version of 0. And it's like you're preparing the stage for 8. So it's like, if you notice, the different numbers are related. Do you see? So moving in from 7, which is all about spiritual connectivity, spiritual lessons, reflections, observations, we move into number 8. Number 8, which talks about wealth, prosperity, infinity, cycles, money. This can talk about energies repeating, or it can show you patterns, energetic patterns that need to be broken, or energetic patterns that have been continuing for lifetimes, or there's something that is meant to happen, or something that, like I said, has continued for lifetimes that probably needs to be broken at this time. Whereas 9 comes in to talk about the self-awareness. So it's the self-awareness of what needs to be broken, or what needs to be maintained, with the number 8, which is wealth, prosperity, infinity, cycles, money. 9 is talking about self-awareness, ascendance, accomplishments, achievements. You have risen up. You are now embodying a higher version of yourself, maintaining what you need to maintain and shedding what you need to shed, which comes in with accomplishments. And you've accomplished so much thus far. You've ascended with a 9. Then it moves right into BAM, number 10, which talks about completion. So you've completed a soul's journey, a soul cycle, and it's like so I want to bring this out to conclusion for you guys to kind of get it, to give you more context. You see, 8 is kind of like showing you like a refreshing kind of energy, like, okay, it's kind of like a little bit of the 7, where it gives you like that self-reflection kind of thing. However, it's showing you what must be done now. And then 9 is like you do what you need to do, and it's like 9 takes you to that next level, which is like, okay, I did what I did, and now I have ascended, okay, or I've accomplished, or I've achieved. I'm now more self-aware of what I need to do and what I need not to do. Then we're moving from number 9, okay, the powerful number, all of them are powerful, to 10, which is completions, preparing for that next new beginning, endings, closing out cycles, new beginnings, refreshing, preparing for that fresh energy, okay, that's 10. 10 can, in a sense, embody the energy of wholeness as well. It is a combination of both 1 and 0. which is new beginnings, nothingness, everything feeling whole. It's nothing and everything at the same time. So it's endings and new beginnings, alright? Then we're going to talk about 11, which goes into spiritual mastery. And I want you guys to understand, based off of my observation, I feel like spiritual mastery for number 11 is that of a teacher who has mastered their self. This is self-mastery. Number 11, I feel personally, is self-mastery. You've mastered all elements or all aspects, all parts of your psyche. You've mastered it. And you've become like an ascended master. This is, number 11 is like ascended master. To me personally, I feel that way. I feel like you've ascended, you've become like this spiritual master now. You've conquered a lot through your life mission. So you, at this point, self-mastery, you are a highly intellectual spirit. It is quite possible that people with life path number 11 are actually ascended masters. It's quite possible. So I feel like, and if they're not, it's like in this life journey that you are living, you are meant to master yourself. If you experience multiple difficult scenarios, situations, people, that could be explaining why. That could give you like a full understanding as to why you're experiencing that, because you're meant to master yourself in this lifetime. Or it could be that you're placed here, you've manifested here to help someone else or a collective of people to master themselves. Tap into that energy, and maybe you guys are doing like a refresher's course while you're at it. So we're moving from spiritual mastery number 11, which is self-mastery, to number 22, which is another form of spiritual mastery, but this talks about the master alchemist. You guys have learned to alchemize multiple aspects of your personality. So it's a takeaway from number 11, but it's a double down of number 2. Duality, balance, union. You are learning to master both aspects of yourself, or you are learning how to combine yourself with another person. The spiritual marriage of you and another person, you and spirit, even if it's not another person. So this is transmutation, even transforming negative energy and creating balance within your own life to benefit you, your mind, your body, your emotions and spirit. So this is the master alchemizer. 22 is the master alchemizer. So if that is in your number, you are to learn how to transmute negative energy, or you're to teach others how to transmute negative energy into something that is positive and powerful, that elevates you along your life's journey. This is actually a higher step, I feel personally, than self-mastery. But they're all equally important, just the same. So to give you more context, it could be like a higher level of a spiritual organization, if you know what I mean. Number 33 is also spiritual mastery, but it's that of a healer. You're meant to grow, to progress, to continue certain cycles, or to even discontinuation is a form of growth just the same. So you're either discontinuing or continuing a specific pattern, and you're influencing others to do the same. So you're helping the collective to grow. Everyone is, but your main theme is definitely growth, setting things in motion. You guys are likely like the trendsetters. You guys are setting trends. You guys, you're usually healers. You're into like Reiki. You could have a very calming, therapeutic energy. You could be someone who has your own spa. So you're the one of a healer. You're the master healer. You're the one that people go to when their spirit is sick, when their mind is sick, when their heart is sick, when their body is sick. You could be in the medical field as well. I see you guys as charitable giver. You are a combination of 3s and your combination of 6. Okay, and I forgot to say that alchemist, which is 22, is a combination of the 2s, and 4, which is stability. So you're helping people to transmute. Number 22, you're helping people to transmute duality into stability, making 2 parts whole to make them stable, to make them concrete, secure. All right, so it's like you're building a house. So you put in the brick, the cement, all of that to put together a house, making something whole, solid, secure. Transmutation of energy. 11, mastery. You're a combination of the new beginnings and 2. Okay? Which is talking about union, new beginnings, union, wholeness, balance, duality, union. So it's like you're on that level where you're just bringing yourself together, creating balance within yourself, and also helping others to create balance within themselves. So back to number 33, you're supposed to help the collective to higher, to grow more, to grow even at a fast. Either you help them to grow at a fast rate or at a slow rate. Whatever is the right rate for them, you're supposed to influence that by setting the wheels in motion in your, however you are feeling guided to do so. So I'm not really sure if there is like other master numbers. I didn't even look it up. This is just based off my personal observation. But this one I'm called to close the reading. So I'm called to close the video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that brought you clarity. Take care. Goodbye.